What's going on, people? It's the right brother, baby. I don't even know what account I'm on. Wait a minute. What account am I on? Anyway, if I'm on the wrong account, I'll just download it, put it to the right one. The camera straight. Alright. I just got done watching Trucker Brown. Low Shine, Trucker Brown. Make sure you go follow Trucker Brown on Instagram. Alright. Make sure you go follow Low Shine, Trucking with Low Shine Parks. You know what I'm saying? Bang, there he is. Hey. When you said that, the company I'm with, I had to go back and check my logs. I got about 2 paper logs I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So Trucker Brown's over there being put out of service. Now let's go ahead and throw something out there real quick. Do you think Low Shine deserves 50% or more since he's doing the whole load on his last week? See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the regime. Right there, that was a perfect chance for Trucker Brown to say, you know what, Low Shine, I really appreciate what you done did for me. What we done did together. So what I'm gonna do, since you gotta run these 4 days, I'm gonna pay you 80% of the load. That way, when you go get in your truck, guess what? You'll be all right. No. It's the regime mentality. The regime mentality. See how Trucker Brown do? Look, you try to get away from the way that corporate thinks. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Eric? You try to get away from what corporate thinks. Y'all gotta excuse me. I was driving through one of these states and my lungs got real irritated, so you're gonna hear me cough a lot. So no vaping for me right now because my lungs is irritated. All right, but what Trucker Brown and Low Shine was talking about was absolutely correct. When it comes to leasing with an owner-op company and you picking your own loads, it's a different beast. It's a different beast. Y'all saw my frustrations when I got stuck on the load. You know, there's nobody to call. There's nobody to call. Like right now, I picked up this recovery load. I'm stuck with it. It was supposed to be here at 4 in the morning, but because it's a recovery load, I picked it up late because I wasn't even expecting to run that day. And now I'm sitting here till 3:30 in the morning out here in Missouri. Dealing with brokers is a different beast. Running the freight is a different beast. The maintenance on the truck is a different beast. It's and I jumped out of there. Like, I'm one of the people that just was like, I'm gonna jump out there and do it. And it's hard. It's hard. One, is hard because the company that I chose, I probably should have went over there where Trucker Brown and Low Shine was at. That's probably where I should have went. But the company that I'm at, it's one of those companies that's the 98% of their freight is flatbed, and the other 2-3% is dry freight. Now I'm making good money. Now I'm not at the point where I want to be. Okay, I'm not at the point where I want to be because it's literally taking me this long to learn the board. And like you said, they don't teach you the lanes. They don't teach you when to run. Like, I'm thinking, I went to Walmart and I'm thinking, like, where are these pencil shipping from? All this back to school freight that these owner-ops are probably running, where do they get it from? You know, is that a lane? Is that a lane? It's probably best to delegate the dispatch part of the trucking so you can focus on driving. Only if you are with a company that doesn't cap you, though. No, you don't want to delegate it. Because even though it's hard, it's frustrating, I don't understand it, I basically don't know what I'm doing. I'm learning how to handle it. I'm learning how to talk to brokers. I even cut a deal with the furniture dude. That's one of the things that I did in the beginning when I started with this company. Dude was like, all my freight is $2 and plus a mile. You can run that freight, pick your loads coming back. I said, you know what? That sounds pretty good, and I cut that deal with him. And so now, whenever I'm in Phoenix, I run from Phoenix wherever, pulling furniture load. You know, is Super Service a good company? I don't know, Trucker T. And it can be frustrating, but at the same time, it's something that you definitely need to experience. You know, you definitely need to experience that, because if you don't, and you talking about you want to get out here and be owner operator, it's not going to work because you don't have that experience. It ain't, and the experience that I'm talking about ain't necessarily learning the lanes. It's just actually maintaining the business. Like receipts. These are, now y'all gonna be like, yo, how are you even organized? These are my receipts for this load that I'm on. Every time I do a load, I put all the receipts up there. And you know, but you need all these receipts because you need to write that stuff off. Now, some people gonna be like, oh, you should have had it set up like this. You're gonna have it set up like that. Like Stephen just said, organize that shit. What you're not realizing is I already have an app. Every time I get in my truck, I take a picture of it, shrink it around, boom, save it to an app, save it to the cloud. This right here is just so when I need to calculate at the end of the run how much I actually made, I just pull out the receipts, or I can go to the app. You know, but handling the business side of the company, like, is to me the hard part. You know what I'm saying? It's the hard part, because there's a few things that I'm doing right now. I've been with the company for about 3 weeks. All right, I've been with the company about 3 weeks, and in them 3 weeks, I haven't calculated my cent per mile. Some people gonna be like, what? Nope, I haven't calculated my cent per mile or my cost per mile. I haven't even calculated my fuel. I usually fuel when I get close to a half a tank. Those 3 things are going to change, people. So don't get on here and talk about, I can't believe you, blah, 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 blah. Those 3 things are going to change. Right now, my focus is on how the truck runs, how the truck sounds, how the truck pulls, the maintenance on the truck, making sure the business side of things are taken care of. You know, like Trucker Brown had a log issue, right? I have a similar type of technology in my truck that I use for my logs. And for the first week and a half, I've been with the company about 3 weeks. First week and a half, if DOT was to pull me over, yo, I'm done. Shut the truck down. Hey, if you got money for a Greyhound, catch an Uber to the Greyhound. Sean, appreciate the $5. Hey, TRB, buy yourself a binder at Walmart for those hard copies. I would get up, but I ain't got no drawers on. But I got all the office stuff in the folders right there. So I got binders, I got scanner, printer. I need a portable scanner to be a lot easier. But I really do appreciate the $5. SoCal the Trucker. Hey, everybody say happy birthday to SoCal. Are you out the hospital, big homie? You know what I'm saying? Listen, hey, I got a friend that works in the hospital. She said when attractive guys come in and it's their birthday, they get a free ball wash. They get their balls washed for free. You know, that's all I'm saying. One of the most authentic truckers on YouTube, always telling it the way it is. RVT, Red Viking Trucker. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. I'm home. That's what's up, man. But when you come over to doing lease, like if you're doing lease at a company, that'll be a little bit different because they're still handling your dispatch. They're still handling your IFTA. They're still handling your quarterly taxes. All you got to do is, you know, you're taking on more responsibility, but the back office stuff you don't have to worry about. I'm at an owner-op only company. The back office stuff I have to worry about. And there's so many little things that goes wrong that happens that my first initial reaction is, let me call so-and-so. But when I call them, like y'all seen before in the video, when I call, they like, hey, you an owner-op, bro. You got to get that taken care of. You got to handle that. You know what I'm saying? You got to handle that. Yeah, the app I use is something started with a CS that Jeffrey told me about. You got to handle it. And not only do you got to handle that, but because you have this company's DOT numbers on your truck, you got to know their policies as well. So it ain't like Jeffrey Light, he create his own rules because he's an owner-op. But because I'm leased on to this company, and not only that, I got to follow quality procedures for quality truck. I got to follow Swift Warner CR England Night procedures. Then I got to follow DOT procedures. Then I got to follow, you know, there's so many different things that you got to follow. Not only that, because I went from a company driver to here, I don't have the ability to save up thousands upon, like Trucker Brown saved up $20,000, but he did what it took, and some of y'all might not be willing to do what it takes. Now, could I have done what he did? Probably so, but I'm one of them people that I don't want to train. I don't want to train. But if you did, you see where you can be. How would Swift, bro, start training Monday? I don't know. I haven't been in Swift close to 2 years now. Yeah, I'm gonna eventually buy my own truck. But there's so many things that I even have to. I gotta learn, because I'm even the people at the company that I'm leased on to was like, I can't believe you got thrown out there like that. I was like, yeah. And now I'm on the phone. Like when I was up in where was I at? What's up above Rhode Island? Pennsylvania? No. Massachusetts. Hey Pearl. Put some people on the payroll. You a boss now. But here's the thing about putting people on the payroll. I need to understand myself how to run payroll. And because I'm a solo operation, I really need to understand myself. Now is in the down the line, it's great to put other people that's more professional in the roles that I want to put them in. But right now, even though it might be chaotic for me, as long as the truck don't break down, I'm good. Because now I'm learning. I'm learning the hard way. So back office is the most important thing besides, yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. But I need to learn how to do payroll. I need to learn how to pay myself. I need to learn cost per mile. I need to learn cent per mile. I need to learn, I need to properly learn IFTA. I need to understand that, okay, I'm at a half a tank. It's gonna take me X amount of miles to get here. X amount of miles equals, and my truck is getting, like Loshan said, you know, the average is 6 miles per gallon. My truck is getting 6 miles per gallon. Okay, I'm at a half a tank. I should still be able to get 500 to 700 miles out of it, because I don't want to fuel in this state, because I won't get the money back, as much money back if I fuel in this state. But if I fuel in that state over there, I will get 100%. But if I fuel over there and get 100% of the IFTA tax back for that state, the fuel will probably end up going to be a little bit more higher, a little bit less. It's like, wait, what? Yeah, like there's you can go to IFTA whatever, and there's a map, and each state has a percentage, and you don't want to fuel in certain states like Oklahoma or New Mexico, or there's at least 3 or 4, Kansas or Kentucky, one of them. You know, and you got to learn that stuff, because even though it's cool to be on a 1099 and you get to tell Uncle Sam what you're going to give them, you have wait, what Ice Water say? Bro, you on YouTube, you got people to guide you. All you have to do is link. Hey, for sure. But you know, and Trucker Brown can attest to this. I have a tendency to learn things the hard way. I'm sorry, I don't know what that is. I have a tendency to want to do things the hard way, and by hard way meaning I want to sit down, I want to study the map, I want to understand this. Then when I get an understanding of it, it's kind of like this. All right, it's kind of like this. Once I get a general understanding of what it is that I want to do, or understand what it is that I'm trying to do, then I can ask you the proper questions. You know, I don't know nothing about the engine. I said, hey, is this the starter or alternator or something? You guys told me what that particular part was, right? Now I know that was the starter. I know where it's at. I know what the starter do. But now I need to understand how many cranks for the starter. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to understand, like I can't just go out here and say, hey, I want to plant a garden in this dirt right here. But I don't understand the difference between dirt, clay, you know, fertile land. I don't know the difference. Like, why are you planting that in something that got styrofoam in it? I don't know, because I don't know the proper questions to ask, and I don't know if I conveyed that properly. I just don't. I know I got people on here that I can ask. I know I got Trucker Brown, Low Shine, Ice, definitely SoCal. Anytime it comes to anything dealing outside of a company driver, I can always go to SoCal. I just need to gather the questions for what it is that I need to know. You know? Learning the hard way is okay. And the only reason why it's okay for me to try to learn the hard way, because if shit hits the fan and all else fails, I can walk away from it. I can walk away from it. But when I buy that truck, ain't no walking away. Ain't no walking away. Hustlers get their, hey man, you gotta come out here and get your feet wet. 365 Trucking, I know that name from somewhere. What's going on? But it's not easy. And you're gonna be left with a lot of, well, what? That's, for the 3 weeks, I was going, well, wait, what? For 2 weeks. This week, it's not a well, what? It's like, okay, well, this is what needs to be done. Okay, I'm gonna call the broker. Hey, I picked up your recovery load for you, but here's the thing. I wasn't planning on coming out today. I need to know how much the fuel surcharge was. I need you to send me the rate sheet. All right, send me the rate sheet. This, and this. Okay, if you don't mind, can you add an extra $100 on there, because I need the fuel, because I was expecting the fuel in this location going in this way, which is $1.80 a gallon, but now I got to go up this way where it's $2.32 a gallon. Dude was like, wait, what? I was like, yeah, I mean, you know, if you want me to go ahead and recover this load for you, I need a couple extra $100. And he ended up shooting me $275. You know, but it made sense of why he did it, and I wouldn't. It wasn't just me shooting in the wind. It was like, you know, can you do this for me? And he was like, yeah. And it got done. You know, but now it's like, okay, now I'm here. I'm sitting on this load. I got up here about 1 o'clock, right? I got up here about 1 o'clock. I took the paperwork in. I did my 2-step. Hey, how you doing, sir? Yeah. I'm TRB. I got your load for you, man. Look, I got everything you need right there. Yeah. But we can't unload you to 3:30 in the morning. Okay. Now, what can I do in that time? From here to 3:30 in the morning, because technically I'm losing money. Technically, because I could have went and picked up. I was supposed to go pick up another load that was paying me like $2,200 to $2,400 to run about 1,000 miles down south. So I had to call the broker. I had to cancel that load. That's the first time I ever canceled a load. I had to call another broker to get a load for tomorrow. They sent me half the information, but they never sent me the rate confirmation. So I need that rate confirmation. But it's just, I know I'm probably just randomly talking, because as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking to myself like what things I need to do. But then I went, did my laundry, did my grocery shopping, cleaning up my truck. I'm getting my logs taken care of, because I got about 4 paper logs I had to do. I'm scanning receipts. And I'm doing just the minor stuff that I should have done on home time, but because I went and recovered this load because the money was good, I didn't do. You know, when Trucker Brown talking about smelling like butt cheese, hey, I took a shower yesterday, but I was at IHOP and I took a slow poop. Hey, you rub one out? Nah, I rubbed one out last night. I ain't in the mood right now. I ain't in the mood. I ain't talked to my lady yet, so. But let me get to some of y'all questions. Do you stay out 2 weeks? No. Now that I'm doing my own thing, I want to stay out. I want to go home on the weekends, if possible, depending on the money. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the money. If they say, hey, we got this load, it's going over here, you know, it's paying $3 and something a mile, I got to take into account the amount of time it takes me to get from point A to the time it takes to get from the shipper to receiver, and then from receiver back to the West Coast. And that's something that I've never just taken into account. But now it's like this load I'm on, okay, I went from San Diego to Missouri. Took me 2.5 days, so that means 2.5 days back, so that means 5 days. So if I was to get load, I hopscotch back and go to the house if I wanted to, you know. But it's not easy, people. It's not easy. It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of learning. And you know, that's when I tell you to go lease, and ain't nothing wrong with lease. There's nothing wrong with leasing, because the amount of knowledge that I'm gaining is great for business. It's great for business. You know, because I'm learning how things go. Now another thing, let's see, I hate to say this, but you may need to stop. Write down your questions, get your answers, and keep learning. TRB. Ain't nothing working with slowing down, so you learn as much as possible. I'm not sure what you hate to say. Oh, write down my questions. Oh, nah. I get what you're saying. No. Willie D. I'll ask my questions when I'm ready. And the fact that I have the resources there to ask the questions is when I'll ask them, when I'm ready. Because I ask Ice Water or SoCal a question, and they're going to tell me something that could be completely over my head, because I haven't even ventured down that. I haven't even looked to do my own research in that avenue. Get what I'm saying? So write my questions down. Like, that's me asking them to, what's the definition of IFTA? I can look that up myself. How to use IFTA is something that I could ask. You know? No, I didn't buy a truck. I have a quality lease. I have videos, plenty of videos back there. You can feel free to check the catalog. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you, Caesar. But yeah, it's not easy. And lucky for me, I do have a woman that understands what it is that I'm trying to do, because a lot of people, you know, I can see it now. I was talking to the lady over at I Got Your Back TRV. Hey, like a bra strap, no such thing as a dumb question, bro. I feel you, and I really do appreciate you. Now, you say that, and when I do start hitting you up with questions, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's coming. It's coming. But that's just the way I am, and I don't know why that is. You know. Let's see, TRB, I'm always here to help. Fan YTTA, baby. And I can always go to YTTA and ask. You know what I'm saying? I can always go to YTTA and ask. But it's a learning experience. Now, do I feel like I'm going to be successful at it? Absolutely. Like, I don't have no doubt that I can be successful at it. I just need to understand everything that I'm trying to do. Oh, yeah, Willie D. And then when I do ask the questions, you know, I'll let y'all know what questions I ask. I'll let y'all know what questions I ask. You know, but for me, there's a time and place for everything. And when I'm able to understand the knowledge that they are able to bestow on me, that's when I ask. Yeah. So, but let me take a look and see what y'all talking about. Just, oh, also, yeah, money is in the trailers. All right. Owner-op companies, they have a bunch of trailers, no trucks. I'm pulling a CRST CR Warner England trailer right now, you know. You were my falling back in Swift School. Hey, that's what's up, Shape the World. What's up, peeps? What's going on? He dressed like my neighbor. My neighbor drives trucks and sell cars and own 3 properties. The clothes oh yeah, I'm not worried about the trolls, man. Part of what's going on, Eric? Can you say my name? Dude, that's weird, man. That's weird when you ask somebody to say your name, bro. You don't think that's weird? Like, if you would have said what's up while I'm reading the comments, I would have said your name. But for you to ask me to say your name, that's off-putting. I don't know why, you know, but let's give him a shout out. Star Trek Gamer 46. There you go. Star Trek Gamer 46. What's going on, bro? That's... I don't understand the psychology behind it. That's the only problem that I'm having. How do I feel about small companies? To each their own. I don't really have any opinions about it. The company I worked for before this was small, PWTI. And then, you know what? And then I hope he ain't the type of person to go back and be like, at 28 minutes and 32 seconds, he said my name. You know what I'm saying? So, don't y'all think that's a little bit... Like, I don't mind shouting y'all out. You know what? Let's go ahead and do a major shout out. Butch Thomason. What's going on? Who's going to pop a comment next? Kawai Rahashi. What's going on? Eric, what's going on? Hey, no problem, Star Trek. It's just a little weird. EO for sure. What's going on? Eric Phillips. What's happening? Bobby Wells. What's going on? See, in a situation like this where you shouting people out, it's okay. T-Lo Lexus. Rockstar Steady 199. This is when you would put a comment. Caesar, what's happening? Mr. Benz 918 Walker. What's going on? Jelly Roll 99. Hey, if you a troll, time to put it out. I'm gonna shout you out as well. Bobby Walls. What's happening? Trucker T. What's going on? Where y'all at? Wayne R. What's going on? Wayne's World. Let's see. Light Bright. What's happening? You know, Stephen N. Maybe look for ILOs. Just put in the bid that makes it worth it. Yep. King D-Raj in the building. I got my GMOs in the cooler. Oh, let me shout the names out real quick. BR714. What's going on? It's too late to move to SD, and our property house is too much right now. Always high in California, man. Texas and Carolinas. It's a place to go right now. Please shout me out. SoCal the Trucker. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Aaron, what's going on? Steve Fielder. What's going on? A-Game, what's up? Zamar Green, what's going on? Xavier Gonzalez, what's happening? Kenneth Kelly. Who do you ask? Because I've been trying to get this money, but no one will help me. I send messages, but no one responds. People feel like people get in the door and shut the door, not letting nobody in. We get bombarded with questions, so sometimes that gets a little creepy because I have people in my messenger that just keep asking me where you work at, where you work at. I want to come over there where you work at. Why would I tell you where I work at? You need to find your own way. But just ask anybody, man. Just put it in the comments. Ask SoCal. There's people on here that responds to all their comments. You know, you can ask whomever. They good. Shape the World. All right. Trucking it up. Okay. KB the Trucker's up in here. What's happening? Back to business, old brother. Daryl Scott. All right. D-Raj, you gonna talk about me, man. Don't talk about me, all right? Don't talk about me. This is what the cooler working with right now. You know what I'm saying? Bang. Bang. Now, you know I was trying to stay away from the cheese, but I can't help it. I got some turkey meat, onions, mushroom, cherries, meat, salad. You know, so I'm trying a little bit. D-Raj. You know, I got the cutie oranges. You know. So, all right, let's see. Where am I in the comments? I feel like the trucker's getting in the door and closed the door, not letting nobody in the door. Make your own door. Make your own door. Nah, no tofu. I was looking for the other type of cheese and all that stuff. $2,500 per trip, like 7 days. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Get hummus. TRB in any sports? I used to be. I'm not anymore. I used to be in the basketball and football and track. What was I talking about? Make your own way. Make your own door. There you go. There was a thing that was going around on Twitter, and I posted it on my second page. There was a thing going on Twitter that was talking about black women, hashtag black women and equal pay day. Equal pay. And when I was poor, like not in a place, I was making $9-10 an hour. A comment like that would get me riled up. Like, yeah, they need to pay us equal pay. Why can't a woman make the same as a man? Why can't a black man make the same as a white man? Why can't? And I realize now, all that shit was excuses, bruh. All that shit's excuses. All of it. Because if you're not getting paid equal pay, then you need to start your own business. All right? If you feel like you're not getting the answers, go out and experience it. What answers do you need? You can find online. You can find on Google. You can find on YouTube. You know, if you want to get somebody to tell you what startup company to go to, then that means you're putting your career into their hands. And then if you don't succeed at it, then you want to come blame us. You told me that Swift was like this. Swift was like that for me as an individual. You need to create your own opportunities. What questions the only question you need to know, you don't even know you need to know a question. Just make a phone call. Hello? Yeah, I'm gonna come drive for your company. Then you can make your own way. Alright? Alright, for instance, what one of the questions that you wanted to ask, since you feel like everybody's closing the door? Nobody's closing the door. We're too busy over here. We done left out the door. We're on the road. So don't well, I want to know what questions bro want to ask. This is no shot at you. This is something that's been going on for a while, and I don't ever, like Trucker Brown said, like that's why I stopped giving out, like, you know, what company should I go to? What's the best? There's no such thing as the best. There's convenience. What company is convenient for you is what you need to understand. You know, if you understand what company is convenient, like I always say, if they got a terminal in your area, you're good to go. Sorry to hear that, Swift, your vids then were funny and helpful. Yeah, I mean, I didn't ask nobody. So if you want to ask me what company should you start with, I don't know, Swift. That's where I went. You know, any questions you have right now, you have 100 people in here that's willing to help you answer it. 101 or 99, you know, you have those people in here that can help you. So ask your questions right now, but make your own way. And that's the reason why it's so hard for me to receive help. Like Trucker Brown and LoShawn, they'll get another truck and put me in it. But because I'm so goddamn, I don't know what's the word for it. It's not self-sufficient, it's self-reliant. I don't, the reason why there's a lot of times I don't want somebody to do something for me that's a huge thing is because I don't want nobody to have the ability to say, if it wasn't for me. I don't want anybody to say, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be where you're at in life. You wouldn't be driving this truck. You wouldn't be at the company you're at. You wouldn't be this, you wouldn't be that. That's one of my biggest hang-ups in life, is I don't want nobody to say it's because of me you did this. Because when that said, bruh, like, I don't have many triggers. All right, I don't have many triggers. You know what I'm saying? But that, I'm where I'm at because of you. Ooh, fuck you. That's just how I feel. I started, you know, I was about to heat up a little bit. But that's the reason why I have a tendency to want to do it on my own. All right. I'm gonna tell you another trigger. And it's not a big one. Like, this one isn't like that. This one is a little one, but I'm confused. Maybe you all can answer this for me. Dude in my comments told me, and this ain't the first time I heard it. Dude in my comments told me, oh, TRB, you going Hollywood. Somebody explain what that means. What does it mean when somebody say, oh, TRB, you going Hollywood? In a joking manner, it's like, yeah, whatever. But they actually meant it, and somebody co-signed it. And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? You're going Hollywood. You're getting famous. What's wrong with that? You're getting Hollywood. Like, is my content gonna change? The only thing that's gonna change is you might get a few more sponsors around this thing. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be stuff that I like and stuff that I use and stuff that I want. You know. So what does that mean? Who the fuck do I need to block? Oh, hey, so Cal, you got your hammer, baby. Do it. And I just jumped up to one thing. And here's the thing. What's bad about going Hollywood? What's bad about getting some notoriety and recognition for the 700 plus videos I have on here? I don't understand what that means. Here's the problem that I don't understand about it. I don't know if it's a negative or a positive. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, I'm an African American. I have a tendency to speak Ebonics, and there's words that's not related to what it is, but I understand what it is. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody tell me, oh, bro, you going Hollywood, I don't understand if that's, I can't, Hollywood, the word Hollywood. I don't understand it. Like, I'm getting flashy. I'm getting, you know what I'm saying? What? Because I put my little fake gold on. I don't understand. Training now, tired. Gotta watch my bro TRB. Nothing at all bad. Do your thing. You're putting in the work. You deserve success. It's not like, but I just need to understand. Like I would probably have to call Trucker Brown about it. He says Hollywood means you ain't the same person you started off as. That's what I'm thinking it means. That's what I'm thinking it means, Trucker Life. But if you go to my video last year, am I not the same dude? The only difference is I have a little more money. I'm in a quality truck, and I'm trying to aim towards to be a, wait, that's the same thing I was doing last year. So how am I changing? That's what I'm gonna have to read the comment again. Hollywood means you ain't the same person you start off as. What? Because I ain't poor? I don't understand. What's different about me? Because I can afford to fill up a cooler and not have top Robin in the top bunk? There's still some instant stuff up there. So, and that Hollywood means you will forget the small people. How do I forget the small people? There's people that I sub to that only had 100 subscribers. I don't understand. TRB, you're gonna light up some moon rocks when you hit 20 subs. Hey, shout out to all 19,000 and something. You know, I don't feel like I'm Hollywood. I don't feel like I'm Hollywood at all. Hollywood also means people thinking you change from the fame you gain. Hey, how am I famous? Like, I don't have people knocking down my door. And then I'm not doing nothing that nobody else can do. You can get on YouTube. I'm on a Note 4. I put the S8 up. I'm on the Note 4. I am live feeding. Why you can't do it? You know what I'm saying? The only day you forget us is when you stop posting. I'm gonna continue to post. When I stop posting, that means I won the lottery. If y'all ain't seen a post from me in like 6 months, that's because I don't won the lottery. Hollywood thirsty as asking for shout outs. Nah, that's maybe you think the more subs you get, the bigger your head gets. My head is already huge. Listen, the confidence is this confidence that y'all see on this live feed, bruh, is 10 times more out there in the real world. You make your money, T-Brother. It's not that it's a hater. It's just I need to understand the context. I don't understand the context of the comment, and so you guys are putting it in context for me. But I appreciate it. Nah, I ain't even gonna show that. I ain't gonna show. I was about to show a CB or something. Y'all know what I was about to show. I see you just keeping it real. I don't see you being Hollywood. Respect, bro. Hey, I don't know. They, you know, and I don't understand that comment. That's the only problem. That's probably why it frustrates me, because I can't gauge the comment. Yeah, Google it and go to the Urban Dictionary and see what it says. But any questions y'all have for me? You're not supposed to stay in the same place you start. Yeah, they want you to be a real moment. Oh goddamn, I'm real 100. I not real now? Like, damn. Hollywood is, you should be doing movies, making millions, and then say the same about me because I moved out the hood. Yeah, okay. See, Trucker Life, you putting that shit in the context for me, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But why would you not want to do better? Why would you not want to do better? Why? Why does that matter, Charles? Why does that? Why does it matter? Why would you want to stay in the hood? Like, even these rappers, man, they be like, I'm never leaving the hood. You need to leave the hood. Please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama's renting. Do you understand that? Do you understand that? Please don't die over the neighborhood that your mama's renting. Get out of the hood. Then come back and buy up the hood, fix the hood, and then make it a neighborhood. I mean, anybody tell you that you done changed because you done elevated your place in life and your lifestyle? Just say, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, KB, but they don't understand. I don't know if they even understand that comment. Take your drug money, buy the neighborhood. That's how you rinse it. Because everything is getting gentrified around this thing. And you can't get mad at it because you're not in a position to capitalize on it. You get money and you want to spend it on what? You know? You want to spend it on what? Come on. Come on. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm about to put on some 444. That shit gets me motivated. It's not even that. Yeah, I have changed. I'm not even gonna lie. I have changed. I became more knowledgeable about what it is that I'm trying to do, more focused on what it is that I'm trying to do, understanding what it is that I can do, and seeing how I can get to what it is that I can do so I can start doing what I want to do. That's how I've changed. I look now and see and think about it. The comment that I mentioned about how people were saying companies are not paying me equal pay. Now I'm Hollywood because I'm like, well, stop looking for a company to give you what you feel like you deserve and come out and drive a truck. 2 years or less, be a business owner. 5 years or less, you can hire people to pay what they deserve instead of wait, how do you, I can't do it because my throat ain't that good. Oh, I worked here 2 years and Sally Mae gets a raise over me. Well, stop doing it. Become a business owner. You know what I'm saying? That's all you got to do. Just become a business owner, and then you can start paying people what you feel like they deserve. Oh, I'm only making $12 an hour. This job is bullshit. But you can't put the weed down enough in order to get you into a position to where you can become a business owner and then open you up a medicinal marijuana shop. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. And that's another thing that I was saying about you are a commodity. Everybody is a commodity. Once you understand that and you start getting some exposure, you'll understand what I'm talking about. And that's me being in Hollywood. Oh yeah. So Kyle, your block game is 75% right now, but it's all good though. That's what I'm saying. Like trucking is truly getting paid for pay for how hard and how smart you run. Exactly. In the beginning, you're gonna run hard. The next thing is to be smart. All right? Like right now with the receipts, understanding if the fuel, how to maintain the truck, the engine, and the business. That's where the smarts come in. All right? Oh, I'm so tired of being broke and staying in the hood. I ain't never leaving the hood. You can leave and come back. Hood ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm out of here. It's the Right Brother. Hey, before we leave, can I get a like bomb real quick? 114, 112 people in here. Can I get a like bomb real quick? Everybody hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram. The Right Brother on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. You know, mad respect, brother, working on getting the truck. Hey, there we go. Lights just jumped. I quit trucking. Trucking with Swift. Fuck Swift Transportation. Hey, to each their own. They got me my license. Good night, everyone. Check it out. What's up, TRB? Kato, what's going on? Gotcha. We're getting the likes up, baby, at 85. Why you keep skipping my comment? Because you're trying to take a picture of me with your middle finger up. I mean, I don't understand. Let's go back to his comment. Hold on. T with 2 Z's. Okay. I have an accident and a ticket in my personal car. Will I be able to lease a truck? I have absolutely no clue. Why not call Quality or a company that leases trucks or do lease purchase? Call Prime. Does that help? Call Prime and ask them, if I've had this, don't call from your number, call from a random number. If I had this, will I be able to lease a truck? Yeah, did I answer your question? You feel a little better? Because I don't know nothing about that. Why? Because I don't have accidents or tickets on my records. All right, call them. There's nothing wrong with cold calling. If you have any questions, cold call these motherfuckers. Cold call them. Dang, I don't know if they do pee tests or hair follicles. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, Swift Transportation. Yeah. Hey, do you guys do pee or hair? We do pee. Yes, I did pass on the first try. You know, you want to know about leasing? Call some of these places that you know that lease. You can just, lease truck on here and you'll find plenty of them. Just call them. Call 3 of them and see what they say. If you get 2 out of 3 that says no, that won't do nothing, you good. There you go. Anyway, I'm out of here. I really do appreciate all y'all for rocking with me up to 92 likes. I really do appreciate it. It's the Right Brother, baby. Leasing is hard, but it's a needed experience if you're looking to progress in what it is that you're trying to do. I'll holler at you. Peace.